Hey, happy Tuesday. It is the 16th of June. Um, yeah, I was hesitant to even bring this up because people who feel differently and who disagree, more often than not, they do not engage in normal conversation. You know what I mean? Just respectful, just back and forth. Too often it's an attack. I mean, you've seen that. I'm just not breaking news. You know what that's. Anyway, it is an attack. So, really, for me, the two big news stories are that Southern Baptist Convention is parting ways with a couple thousand churches because women are in leadership roles. And anyway, and I looked this up today. I did. I looked up biblically what is the foundation for this decision, and people gonna argue. I do not want to engage. I don't want to really. I dislike confrontation. I especially dislike it at church because we all on the same side, all the way with Yahweh. Woo! All right, God. You know me. Okay. But anyway. So I said I'm not going to do that. I may put that in a blog here in the next couple weeks. But anyhow, and then of course the U.S.-Iran war, and it's been made, and the announcement's been made that there's been an agreement. And now the official. And here's the thing: there is such a level of dishonesty, even when you're talking about we're going to put an end to this. I just don't know why, and people are going to attack about this too. People are going to attack about this too. But here's just something. I encourage you to look it up. And some people will point and accuse and say, well, that's fake news and all that. No, it's not. And I grow weary of that. And when people say fake news simply because they don't like the news, that doesn't make it fake. So go to a reliable news source like NBC, ABC, the Associated Press, CBS. Well, CBS, that's a whole other story. Anyway, go to a reliable news source and read. Look it up for yourself. Daggone, go to Yahoo and read. Okay, there you go. That's anyway. But it has not been signed. The signing will be Friday, and this is not bringing it into the war. This is a kind of a hold in place, continue the ceasefire for 60 days while the final details are hammered out. That's all. And in this preliminary agreement, this memo of understanding, or whatever they call it, something like that, there's nothing acknowledged about Iran's nuclear capability. And if you recall, what we were all told, that the instigating benchmark that brought about this conflict was to eliminate Iran's capacity to have a nuclear weapon. That's not included in this memorandum of understanding, or whatever it's called, something like that. And they said, well, we'll work that out later. And this part of the thing that people don't like, there was an agreement. There was a plan in place. The U.S. withdrew under the current administration. And, some people like to cast aspersions and make comments about how much money the U.S. gave to Iran. Have you looked at how much money Iran's getting for this? I don't know. It's so, anyway, they're astronomical amounts. Just unbelievable figures and all that. And the U.S. essentially gets nothing. And what we were told was the primary objective for this conflict was not achieved. It has not been achieved. I marvel at the bravado with which falsehoods are perpetrated on the American people. It is staggering. It is staggering. So I really don't want to get into it with anybody. I'm not trying to instigate more division and unhappiness. I encourage you to read for yourself. Find out, learn, get you some education about this particular matter so that you can be in the know. This is a big deal. And you cannot just solely and entirely rely on what you heard in line at the store or what somebody told you, no matter how well-intended and good intention they may have been. Read, learn, find out for yourself. It's important. Okay, that's the sermon for today. And don't forget, tomorrow there's another blog coming on jeffreygriffin.blog. It'll be published tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I hope you look forward to that one. It's a fun one. All right, thanks for watching and listening. You are loved. Have a great day. Bye.